I had no idea what that guy was saying. Damn. Touch me, I wanna be wounded. Touch me, I wanna be wounded. You're going late. Yeah, I wanted to get some beers, but then as soon as I left, I thought, fuck, it's a Monday. I don't even know if they're open. I kind of doubt they are. So I'm going to have to go to Powerhouse, which I don't think they have sours. And if not, we're just going to be fucked. So that'll be that. What is going on here? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What is going on? No, well, okay, they just came out of their house with a dog. Yeah. What the fuck is going on in this world? Jesus Christ, it's out of control. Holy fuck. Well, I'm glad I walked out of literally just out of my front door. That's good. That's nice. What's up, Stevie? That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Junkies passed out fucking 8 houses down. That's what you want to see. Probably. Or fucking call some fucking worthless government organization that ain't doing shit to come clean this mess up. Jesus fuck. Like, what the fuck? Literally, there's like, 3-4 families that live right across the street with kids that are like between 5 and 10 years old. And he's got shit, his shoes are off. There's shit all over the ground, all around him. Backpack. He's clearly passed out on dope. Like, what? Like, what is even going on? Jesus Christ. She'll be out there soon. The fuck is going on? Like, it's just insanity. It's just literal insanity. Yeah. We're just going to get coffee and maybe beer, but I don't know if they're open or not. Jesus. Look, another one. Another one. That one's too getting yelled at from across the street. What? It's a Monday at 7. It's a Monday at 7. Yeah. Hmm. What a time to go out. Oh man. You gotta wonder sometimes. Flash this car, I dare you. Oh, what's up, James? Flash this car. I'm going home the long way. We ain't walking back past that trash. Hello. They're all out. The weirdos are out. It's 7 p.m. on a Monday. The fucking freaks are coming out, baby. They're early. They're early today. Damn. I mean, I guess I'm out at 7 p.m. on a Monday, so that tells you something right there. Yeah. Including me, aka the best bingo player in London, Ontario. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause, please. Thank you. I'll teach everybody how to play one day. Spartan kick. All. Bingo slash slot player extraordinaire. Schmolly doesn't think I know what I'm doing because I maybe called a bingo when I didn't have a bingo, but who actually had a bingo and won? The only person? Thank you. That was me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. What's up, filthy? Yeah, well, how about your face? How does that sound? How does that sound? www.schmollyface.com. How does that sound to you? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Sounds like your face. Yeah. Whoosh. God, I'm young and flexible. Young, dumb, and flexible. How many more crackheads we gonna see? You are a fake. Oh, okay. Your meds. Oh, God. You are a fake. Thank you. Shit. I always felt like a real, but maybe you're right. Maybe I'm a fake. Maybe this is just the Truman Show and I've just never made it to the edge before. I don't know. I keep trying to get to the edge. My tree's all messed up. It is awkward being a fake, though, I'll tell you what. I'm a fake. I'm out here being a fake. Good quality VR. True. True. I've been playing with AI for the afternoon. I made some pictures of Whiffy, but they turned out so good that I didn't post them. I sent them to her and she said, fuck you, don't you dare post them. So I didn't post them, but Now I have them. That's right. Just in case. Just in case. That's right. Actual videos of her when she used to work as a bearded woman at the circus. So, literal, actual pictures. Yeah, and they're real good ones. You could tell it's just proof. I mean, it's cold hard proof that she was actually the bearded woman at the circus. That's what it is. Cold hard proof. So, Ash, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I knew that. I was aware after I did it, and then I was like, whatever, I could change it later, but I never changed it. So, whatever. It's all good. I assumed leaves on the ground already. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that is kind of weird. It must just be oh, look, those ones are yellow right there. Look at those ones are all yellow. There's like cobwebs on them though, isn't there? Maybe it's got the bugs. Maybe it's got the bugs. I don't know, there's leaves up here too. Sure. But they were not, so I've been smoking lots of hash infused joints. Damn. Boof. Is it still good and pliable, or is it like harder, drier hash? Oh, look at all the leaves up here too. Oh no, these are like the shells of the flowers or something, right? Because these trees get those weird little buddy flowers. I feel like, yeah, like normal trees aren't even changing colors. Those are just freak mutant trees. Oh, sour. Oh, that's too bad. Could not pass up the deal. Yeah, that's not too bad. 14 a gram isn't too bad either for hash. They are everywhere here though. We are globally 1 month ahead in seasons. It's a global season pandemic. Maybe the play is make it winter again and freeze all the homeless. Like brown sand. Oh. Interesting. So they intended it to be dabbable, probably. Are you pressing it, or are you just sprinkling it in? Or are you like putting it in parchment and just using your thumb in the heat to like press it into a line? Or like taking it and rolling it into a ball? Does it like ball up? Is it malleable and stick together well, or is it crumbly and dry? Yeah, they probably intended it to be dabbable, and then it came out like it's probably like 3-star. You could tell by how it's not dabbable, and it just turns like black and clumps and doesn't turn into a liquid. It's either 2 or 3-star, probably. Just pour in the crumble. Because yeah, you can watch the star ratings, but yeah, like 3 stars essentially when it's not melting really. There's maybe some like very slight action. Like you can see it kind of moving and maybe bubbling a bit if you put it in a nail, and you'll get vapor out of it, but and then it's just gonna go black and burn. It is moldable. Yeah, it's probably a 3-star then. They probably tried. Because if it doesn't even stick together and it's like super crumbly, then it's like a 2 or below, or like a 1. like really trash. But they wouldn't even package it if it was a 1-star, really. You would hope, but I mean, who knows? With these days, they probably still would package it and try to sell it as a 3-star. Oh yeah. Well, the problem with hash is like there's no. So hash, unfortunately, like there's no way that the open market moderates the quality of hash, but like the known hash users know like star values. They relate star values to hash. And when you relate star values to hash, that's based on the melt quality and whether it's dabbable, smokable, like blah, 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 whether it's just like farmer grade sift or keef, or whether it's actually isolated heads and what the purity is. And I mean, the percentages can wildly vary given a lot of different things, but the star quality should always remain. Although getting six star is the highest. 6-star is the best you can produce, but that's very, very difficult. You have to have really, really fresh weed. You got to know what you're doing. If you make fresh frozen, it's significantly easier, but it's still very difficult. So, well, a way you can tell the star quality, it's all based on melt, and generally it's done on screens. So one of the easiest ways, like Filthy said with the residual, one of the easiest ways to tell is take a small amount of the hash, put it in between parchment paper, and then just with your own heat, just like squeeze on it, just a small, like, one hit worth of hash. Squeeze on it, press on it, warm it up. You want to be able to make it into a very thin layer, like on the paper. And I mean, if it's pliable and moldable and it melts under your own heat, it's getting better. And then you want to take that small layer of hash, however thin you can get it and pliable you can get it. And if you have a screen that you would put in a bowl, you take that hash and you put it on the screen, and then put that screen over your bowl or over your nail that you dab with, either or, and then smoke the hit, and that will show you how much residual it leaves, which is how you get a star rating. So if you smoke that and there's zero residuals left on the screen, it's 6-star. It melts through like water. If it leaves a big black smoking chunk and it's ugly as fuck, it's like 1 or 2-star. So that's where all that comes from. Yeah, hash rosin is good. No, I'm gonna go there on my way home. Oh, how you doing? You? Yes, please.
Debit.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you. I don't think it popped through here.
There we go.
Yeah, so, and then if you do have like a nail and you just dab it, if you dab, the higher the star quality, when you dab it, it'll make clear domes, like it'll make bubbles, because that's the terpenes evaporating out through the cannabinoids. So when those bubbles happen, if you're staring at the nail when you're dabbing it and you do a rather large dab, if the bubbles happen and they're like covered in like sediment and like little pieces of plant matter and they just don't look clean, that's like a 3-star, maybe 4-star, like 4- star, something like that. Or that's probably like a 4, maybe 4+ star. And then 5 would be like, those bubbles are much cleaner, they're much bigger, there's very little residue on them. And then 6 would be like melts like water. The clear domes are massive. They have no residue on the surface of the bubble. They're absolutely like see-through, huge bubbles. Thank you. So like there's a bunch of different ways to tell what the star rating is. Should I go to Andrew, or should I go down here too? You said London Brewing's open, right? Schmally said it's open. Okay, I'm gonna trust Schmally and hope it is. So, but like buying commercial hash, you have to be like where Filthy is to be able to buy like dabbable, like 5-6 star. There's only a couple places where it's legal that you can like readily find dabbable higher star rated hash. It's not just like the most readily available thing out there. Thank you. What's up, kids? So bubbled in the Puffco a tiny bit of residual plant matter in the bowl afterwards. Yeah, it's probably, it maybe is like maybe like a 3 or a 3+. I mean, it's definitely not, it would be like, if it's 4 higher, it's going to be going crazy as far as action in the bowl goes and stuff like that. But yeah, if it's not like, if it doesn't burn that well and it bubbles a lot, and if you dab it too high, you taste a lot of burntness, that's probably shouldn't dab it. But down there, even here, I've been asking a bunch to get it. I've made 5 and 6 star personally before, but I've never been able to buy it. I asked a little while ago. I was chatting to a guy that had worked there for a while, so it felt like he at least had some idea of what he was talking about. And he said they looked into it at the shop, but what deterred the owner from ending up doing it was that it was going to be so much per gram to the consumer that he didn't think a lot of people would end up purchasing it, because it was probably going to be, he didn't know or say how much it was going to be, but it would probably have been like 100, 125 a gram, which a lot of people are not going to buy that. It's cool to see you talking about this finally. Oh yeah, I talk about it. I mean, I was a 420 streamer for a lot of years, so I got some knowledge. Yeah, they will. Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be a market here for it, but the owner didn't think that it was worth stocking it, so they didn't stock it. I mean, I would do it once probably, just because I've never ever seen dabbable hash on the market. So like, if they just somehow had like 6 star hash, I would for sure probably just, even at $100 a gram, I gotta see what the market's dabbable hash looks like. $710 Labs, the glass company? I don't know. Is that a card company? We could do that. Pretty skies tonight. So yeah. Well, and hash, the other big problem with hash, it depends on the market. Like, and where you're doing it, because in Ontario, it's not as viable, in my opinion, due to the regulatory time between like confirming that you're allowed to make concentrates with this stuff and then getting that tested. It's the same in a lot of legal places where the weed has to be tested before you can make hash, and then the hash has to be tested before you can sell it to the public. Well, like all this stuff has a tight time frame. You can't just take, if you want to make 6-star, you got to be doing fresh frozen, or you have to be doing it like straight out of the cure room. Like you can't just be letting the weed sit around for 5 months. It's no way you're making 6-star out of it at that point. I make hash. Smells like nothing else I've ever grown. Oh shit, let's go. It's always, like I've always, as far as growing goes, it's something that only growers have the access to, that I think it's a very, very low return. But as a grower, like Bubble Man always talks about it. Who's here?
I bet that they do.
Is when you're drying and you're in your curing room, you can put down dry sieving screens underneath your drying plants that are like 45 micron. And as plants dry, because the trichome head is actually the fruit of the marijuana plant, as the plants dry, the ripest trichromes and the most perfect trichromes of quality and size, when they dry, have a tendency to fall off the plant. Not a lot of them, 5 to 15%, something like that, very small amount of them. But that is what happens, similar to all fruit plants. The ripest, plumpest, fattest ones, as the plant is drying, they end up falling off of the stem. So if you have like 45 micron dry sieve screens underneath all of your crops, when they're drying upside down, you collect all of those, that 5% of absolutely perfect heads. That is a huge positive as far as the absolute best hash that you can possibly attain. So like I said, you never get a lot of it, but you get the amount you get is worth it over time, because it is the best. Why am I not doing this? It's just they're all little upgrades you can do over time, right? I mean, dry sieve screens aren't cheap, but they are attainable. What's up, Go Horde? Like, and you only need a couple of them. You can also make your own. The netting is cheaper. If you're handy and you know what you're doing, you can make your own. I mean, the made ones are nicer, of course, but it is possible. So, yeah, it's all these little things. Bubble Man talks about a lot of that stuff. He's a really smart guy when it comes to weed. I don't have the hands to carry the beer at the moment, so I'm just waiting.
Thank you very much.
Let's go.
That song always reminds me of Brenna. Because you're the first time I ever heard it was you singing it. Okay.
So hot. So hot. Well, I mean, he always recommends you can use higher microns, because only the biggest and plumpest are falling. But then also, I don't really know about Australia because if you've made hash, you might have a little bit more insight into it. In hotter, closer to the equator places, the micron size of trichromes tends to shrink. So like in Africa and in Jamaica, the trichrome head size is much smaller on average than that of North America. I'm not sure if that's similar to Australia or not. I would imagine maybe it is. In that case, you'd probably want to go like 45, 75. Here, I think he usually recommends 90 for indoor, but I think it's mostly up to what, if you've ever run bubble hash and you have a huge return at like at below 90, probably you want to go below 90, I would say. But that'll be dependent on your strains and the country they're going, which, yeah. I'm assuming you'll be smaller heads, probably.
And drinking sweet champagne, not the head goes by. Can't know me, can't drive you out of my mind. They're singing. Yeah, though the flags got no wheels. Hold you like your heat turned on, baby. Hold you finally fixed your automobile. Oh, it's better when we meet again, babe. Starboard, starboard, you got the woman that I like. Turn this crazy bird around. Shouldn't have
Hello. Can I just get 6 of the pink, guys?
Shouldn't have got on this flight tonight.
Oh, boom. Awesome. Thank you.
And next up is Mario.
Especially today. What's up? Oh, yeah. One of my favorites. And is the sun up in Australia right now? No. What's up, Sue Money? How it be, brother? You should bring Jim a joint tomorrow. Lol. Google have a new thing they started to get people familiar with it. Is it the ones that are like the pull apart strips, Filthy? Yeah, it's 10 a.m. We're looking at the same sun. Man, that's crazy. Shit, that's what I was actually wondering. That's pretty crazy. Both here and in Australia, we can see the same sun. That's wild. We are connected. Shit. That's pretty crazy. I think about this a lot. Oh, that's what I was thinking. That's wild to think about, though. It's like touching half of the planet right now. Like, literally. And you guys are on, like, we're not even on the same, like, band. It's so weird that it can touch all sides like that. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I know, Schmolly's mind just boom, blown. She doesn't even have a mind left now. It just literally exploded. She doesn't even know what happened. Boom. I know, crazy. Oh my good Lord. For $25 a dab, huh? Wow. Wow, that's so just like a beer flight. Interesting. Damn. That's wild. $25 for the whole tasting. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad. It's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting idea. It's getting closer to my envisionment, but it's not there yet. That is a really good idea. Pretty cool. Oh, I don't want to run. I don't want to run. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Yeah, they probably do it extremely well. I'm assuming they probably go really low temp and fat dab so that you have like the best dab experience. So you still get a really big dab, but it's not too harsh. And they waste a lot because, I mean, let's be honest, the best way to dab is to waste it, unfortunately, but that's just the facts. So that's cool. That's a cool idea. And then they just recoup that 2 for 1, obviously, because of the sale of the 5 dabs to begin with or whatever. But yeah, I would assume they would go really, really low, super, like pretty large dab. Yeah. So that it's like, it's just crazy flavorful. And it's also not gonna like absolutely bake your head out if you're, if it's your first time dabbing. You're not just gonna get wrecked because it's so low. It's just like a lot more terps and a lot less cannabinoids. I mean, you could essentially, if you wanted to, you could essentially just do a terps dab. I mean, I've bought in terps and just done terps dabs before, but like even with concentrates, because like most concentrates, you know, you're looking at 5 to 9%, can go higher than that, but generally 5 to 9% terps. If you were to dab that like sub 200, like 180, you would be you'd be mostly just hitting terps and then a little bit of cannabinoids. Not a lot though. Let's go. You been too money. Purple or vanilla or both. Ooh. Swag. Swag. Do we want to go around? Or do we want to just go down here and see what happened? I don't even want to walk past that. Going this way. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I thought London Brewing was usually closed on Monday, though. Did they not used to always be? I know Anderson's definitely is, but I could have swore London Brewing also was usually closed on a Monday. Yeah, probably. It is easier if, yeah, they're the only ones open on a Monday, then they get all the business. Yeah, it's pretty good out there. Right there, pretty good out there. That's working smarter, not harder. Ew. That's rough. Oh, God. Oh, true. True. Nowadays, she watches and then drives up and throws a stick in front of me instead of being worried if I fall. So true. So true. Damn. Rough. Big ass camper trailer. Oh damn, let's go. Big ass camper trailer. Might make it my new headquarters. Whoa. It's big ass. Hi, doggo. What's up, Craig? No, I went the other way. I went the other way. Don't say to me. Okay. My beer's cardboard wrapper is losing rigidity very quickly. So I'm gonna sign off right here. We'll be back on the slut soon. Be smart, be safe, be healthy. We'll see you shortly. Cheers!